Hey Godfrey, thank you for the good work you're doing. I'm a mother of a 5-year-old son, and I want to ask you, what is the best time for me to talk to my son about sex? Hi, Godfrey Kuteesa is my name, as usual. Welcome to the second vlog of parenting boys. I've not yet given it a name, but I'm so welcome. So today, I want to read you something that someone sent me, a message that someone sent me through my Facebook page. She wrote, I quote, "Hi Godfrey, so thank you for the good work you're doing. I'm a mother of a 5-year-old son, and I keep reading your posts on Facebook." Yes, thank you. Now, I want to ask you, what is the best time for me to talk to my son about sex? My son about sex. The son is just 5 years. She's a mother of a 5-year-old boy. Yes, what is the right age? Many people are confused of the right time to talk about sex with their boys, especially mothers. By the way, and you know, in our society, we have not got a lot of involved fathers when it comes to boys. And that bothers me, of course. When a boy comes up to ask something, to Daddy, what is a penis? It's a gun, as your mother. Gun as your mother. Everything gun as your mother. Now, mothers have never been boys. They have never been male. But here we are today. I want us to talk about sex. But in order for us to talk about sex in a lengthy way, I want us to touch step by step. Now, what I'm going to talk about is concerned with boys who are 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Yes, 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, 3 years. There we go. Now, I'm basing my talk today coming from the book that I bought 8 years ago, 30 Days of Sex Talks. It was written by my friend Alexander, and this is the book, just in case you want to get it for yourself on Amazon. It's a very good book, but you need to pay attention to its detail. As we're talking about sex, I'm not going to talk about sex, the action, no. Let's start. It's very important for us to start with the male anatomy. Yes. Now, I'm going to read, this is the male anatomy. This is topic 2. Now, in the male anatomy, we're going to talk about, or what comes to mind when we're talking about the male anatomy? The penis. What else comes to mind when we talk about the male anatomy? The testicles, the scrotum. What else comes to mind when you're talking about the male anatomy? The anus or the anus. Very good. Now, let me just read you something, then I will explain in our understanding. Yes? Now, if you're a mother and you want to be able to talk about sex with your son, communicate that sexual organs are the most fundamental way that boys are different from girls. Yes, when you want to talk about sex with your son, who is 4 years or 5 years, you want to start or introducing the topic of sex. The problem is that most of us here in Africa or in Uganda, when we hear about sex, we think about man and woman doing things. That's why we are shying away. Many people shy away from talking about sex. It's not just about that. Now, when you're talking to your son, you must start by teaching him the word sex, what it means. Sex? Jason? Yes, mommy? What is sex? The mind runs in a perverted way. It's the whereby the man and woman do the blah, 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 blah. No, where did you learn that? Blah, blah, blah. Do you know that sex, when you go into the English dictionary, part 1 of sex to describe sex, before you go to the sex, the verb, you first look at sex, the noun. Which gender is he? Which gender is the baby? Oh, the gender of the baby is female. The baby's sex is female. Which gender is the baby? The baby's gender is male. So when you're talking to your son of 5 years, 6 years about, or you want to teach him about sex, start by explaining that when you talk about sex, sex is one way of differentiating between a girl and a boy. When it's a boy, you say the sex is male. When it's a girl, you say the sex is female. You see, that's the first way, because you don't want to heap too much at a go. You don't want to give the child too much at a go. Now, you go, okay, Jason, come here. Now, today we're going to talk about the male sex. What do we do? The male sex. What do you think what are some of the things that you think a male or a boy has? Who has got a male sex? One, a penis. This is a penis. Now you're talking to him. This is a penis. This which you use to go for a short call is called a penis. Now some of you parents keep giving this penis, you give it many names. Some called it kachupa, some called it susu. John Paul, which name did they give when you were young? Kachupa. It's kachupa. Some call it kachupa. Some call it what? You know, they're coming up with different names. There is where I went visiting and I had the mother call it the command. But hey, cover your command. Command. What do you mean by command? Yes, mommy, my command is itching. No. You know, at that age, you should start teaching your child, first of all, the male anatomy. The male anatomy, what does it mean? The male anatomy means the parts that make up the man, yes, or the parts that make up a male. One, the penis. Call this a penis, okay? And direct him that this is a penis. The penis, we use it for going for a short call. Yes, we use it for going for a short call. Very good. And then, what does it mean? That no one should be able to touch your penis, okay? A penis is a private part. That's why when you walk in town, when you walk around wherever you're walking, you do not see men walking naked. When people see your private part, yes, when Jason, when people see your private parts, that means you are naked. Now, a decent man or a true man is not supposed to walk with their private parts outside, or they're not supposed to show everyone their private parts. That's why when we go into the bathroom, you hear me, Jason? When you go into the bathroom and shower, you are not allowed to come out of the bathroom naked. Do you remember what I said with being naked? Naked is when people can see your private parts. Very good. Now, you see, now you're trying to explain to him, but as well making these things realistic for him. Yet you are giving him a dose that he deserves. What I call age-appropriate dose. Age-appropriate information. When you take your son to the doctor and the doctor prescribes medicine, first of all, the doctor is going to ask, how old is the boy? And say, maybe he's 5 years. So 5 years, if it is chloroquine, take about a quarter of chloroquine times 2. Why? Because the doctor is giving a dose that is appropriate. Yet, to a child who is, let's say, 15, they say 1 full tab times 2. So right here, we're giving information. And the information that we're giving today is age appropriate. Now, you are talking about anatomy. You're teaching him now. So now when you go into the bathroom and after showering, you wrap yourself around. You wrap a towel around yourself such that no one can see your penis. Why? Why shouldn't someone see your penis? Because a penis is a private part. Yes, thank you. Okay, Jason, what else is private? Now that there is a penis, what else is private? What else is private is the scrotum. Very good. The scrotum are the parts that are under where the penis is. Under the scrotum. Wow, that is the scrotum. Every man has got a scrotum. Now you see, you're trying to bring it in reality. You do not want him to feel ashamed when talking about these topics. Every man has got a scrotum. Having a scrotum and having a penis is not a sin. Yes, it is not a sin. And that, in fact, is normal. Very good. Now, every man has got a scrotum. A scrotum, is a scrotum private or is not private? It's private. Very good. Why is it private? Because it's not supposed to be seen by everyone. Private things are things that are not supposed to be seen by everyone, or that are not for everyone. Also, I would love you also to take time to explain the word private and public. Separate the two words and give the opposite. What is the opposite of private? Public. Give me an example of a public thing. An example of a public? A school. Yes. It's a public thing. A road. That's why they say a public road. Why is it public? Because it's supposed to be used by everyone. Okay, give me an example of public on your body. A part on your body which is public for everyone to see. The eyes. Thank you very much. The head. Thank you very much. You see, now he's giving you examples. Now, after giving you examples, you've taken the examples from things that are tangible outside. Now you're bringing example to things that are on his body. Now you want to bring in the part of private parts. You see where you're going? Private parts. What does it mean to have private parts? Give me an example of a private part. Remember, we said private things that are not supposed to be seen. So, is your penis private or public? Should you go around and show your penis to everyone? No, mommy. You say, okay. So if you should not go around showing your penis to everyone, that means it's private or public. Mommy, it is private. Very good. And private parts are supposed to be kept in covered. Very good. Then what about the scrotum? Is it private or public? Public. So you mean everyone should see it? No one. That means it is private. So private parts are private. So private parts. So another private part that we have on our body is the anus. Yes, the anus is the part of our body which we use when we go for the long call. Yes, only you can touch it or when you are cleaning yourself. Nobody can touch it. The anus is at the back, the penis is in front. Every human being has that part. So when you are going to the for a long call, you use the anus. When you are going for a short call, you use the penis. Those are the three private parts of a male person, of a boy. So you got them carefully. No teacher should ever come and touch your penis. No friend should ever tell you that let's open you behind and then we touch and play. No one should ever fix anything there. At that age, you are stopping at that part. Now, because I want to tell you parents who are watching this vlog that whatever you're teaching at this particular age is going to determine the way your son looks at sex for the rest of his life. So if you shy away and you don't talk about these things in their rightful manner, do not blame me. You have to start. The key here is to create a healthy conversation. Your son has to know that when I need truth, when I need the right information, I have to go to mommy or I have to go to daddy. I'm focusing a lot on mothers here because mothers, you take a lot of time to stay with your sons. Give your son the right information in its appropriate dose. Do not overdose. You know what overdose does when you're in medical terms? Do not overdose. Do not start talking about sex. Now sex, when the man and the woman, they start together and then boo, 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 boo. That is sex. Don't never do that. Blah, blah. That is wrong. Very wrong. Because you try to create a bad image about sex, which actually is not really true, because sex is healthy and sex is needed. Yes? The other week I was talking to a young girl who is asexual. Asexual is someone who does not have any feelings whatsoever to have sex. She hated sex when she was 7. Her uncle attempted to rape her. So she looked at sex as something bad, asexual. So even us boys, when you're talking to our sons, let's not try to guilt them about sex, and don't give them a bigger dose than they can take. Today we've talked about the male anatomy. Yes, Mabo. Next time I want us to meet again, and next week I want us to continue and talk about now that age when now we've progressed a little bit. Now we are age 6, whereby boys start making role plays and wanting to be this or wanting to be this, want to be that. May God bless you so much. Godfrey Kuteesa is my name. If you want to know more about our programs, go to Facebook, the Boys Mentorship Program. Godfrey Kuteesa, my Facebook, my personal page. I want to send my greetings to my camera crew, John Paul, and the Brave crew. Thank you very much for editing. And to everybody, please go to Book Point Bugolobi and buy very good books for your sons. They have got very good books, comic books, story books, and educative books and parenting books. Today I want to leave you one good book. I showed you this. Last time I showed you one good book. Today I want to leave you one good book. Which book should I leave you? From my library. Okay, dokie. I want to leave you 30 Days of Sex by Alexandra. This is for age 3 to 7. Age 3 to 7. Please order for that book, and mind about the age when you're ordering, depending on who you have. God bless you so much, and let's meet again next week. I'm calling upon people who have got companies that are selling boy stuff. If you want to sponsor, please contact the numbers down below, so I can be able to give mention on your products, so that people can get products of boys. Boys' products are not easy to come along. Abantu banonye engatto z'abaana baabwe, banonye engatto engoye z'abaana, ebintu by'abawala byangu okufuna naye ebyabalenzi si byangu. So if you've got business that is boy related, please call the number there below. God bless you so much. Bye bye.